the theme song. Hey. Yeah, it's your boy. Wow, I can really hear it. Yep. Fuck my ears. I can't even do it. I can't even do that right now. Sorry. What's going on is maybe it'd be better if I take one headphone off. I don't know. Maybe it will be better if I plug this ear. I don't know, man. So I don't know exactly what happened. I'm trying to think of the things that might have happened. So I do use Q-tips. I know I shouldn't. Now I never will again. But I sometimes use Q-tips after a shower. You know, the hot water warms up your ear and you can feel the earwax, right? So, I'm kind of gross, but I go in and I dig in, and not hard, but I do put the Q-tip in my ear, and unfortunately, maybe I pushed harder than I normally do. I normally don't push at all. It's just like a little bit of stuff, but I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of, because then a few days later, I felt a clog sensation, which is sometimes happens. It's not a huge deal, but I felt that. And then now it's like, okay, I'm talking right now and I can hear a slight hum every time I talk. But if I try to sing, it's like, ooh. Okay, so I'm going doo-doo-doo, right? But I'm also hearing doo-doo-doo at the same time. Let me show you exactly what I mean. And if anyone knows about hearing loss or hearing problems, let me know, because this is fucked, dude. This is really fucked. Let me see. Let me go to... Oh, my God. Okay. FL Studio. Turn that on. Okay. So, I'll enable my mic right now. Okay, one sec. Sorry. I'm doubled. I'm gonna be a little slower today because I don't know. I just will. Okay, so now you can only hear me in Fruity Loops. Okay, so let's say I sing something. Let's say I sing something. Okay. I can't hear. It's your boy. Ooh, ooh. Okay, whatever. Right? So let's play it back. I can't. What the fuck? Oh, okay, my bad. I can't hear. It's your boy. Ooh, ooh. Okay, whatever. So, you take a copy of it, you make it unique, and then you pitch it down like that, and you muffle it a little bit. I can't hear. Okay, not that bad. Muffle it more than that. I can't hear. It's your boy. Ooh, ooh. Wait. I can't hear. It's your boy. I can't hear. It's your boy. Yes, actually, I literally just did it. This is what I'm hearing. Wow. This is exactly what I'm hearing, except a little more subtle, but I can't hear. It's your boy. Ooh, ooh. Okay, whatever. It's fucked. But see this, okay, whatever, I wouldn't hear it there. But when I hit certain, when I talk like this, higher, it's your boy, hey, Jerry Seinfeld, right? Then I can hear it. Welcome, Roland Strickland. Hello, from Melissa Bug's server, Young Bug. Yeah, man, it's kind of fucked. It's like I can't hear myself properly, and I can't hear things properly. John J says there's a head exercise that can help with ear clogging. I've also used those medical syringes and squirt water in there. There's also a scoop thing. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid sticking anything in my ear except maybe a syringe for some type of liquid. Grace says you probably push the wax deeper into your ear and it's messing with your hearing. I think that's what happened. Because let's see, if I take off my headphones right now, ooh, ooh, okay, ooh, I plug that ear up. I can't really hear it that well. Ooh, I plug my left ear, and I can hear it. I can hear that thing. So I think what's happening, it's the right ear is the problem. The right ear has been pushed down. Maybe the wax is sitting right on top of my eardrum, and it's humming. So I guess I'm going to have to, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, what do you even do for this? Q-tip pushed earwax onto eardrum. Okay, let's just look some of this stuff up. This is what I searched. Q-tip push earwax on the eardrum. If you push cotton swabs, pencils? Jesus Christ, who the fuck pushes a pencil on their ear? By the way, guys, this is going to be kind of a weird stream. I'm going to be complaining a lot because my ear's fucked, so I can't really do a good stream if my hearing is fucked. So, you know. I'm just letting you know now. This isn't going to be whatever. Your finger or other object into your ear canal to try to remove the wax. The force can push the wax further, right, into the ear and compress it against the eardrum. Earwax blockage, also called cerumen impaction, is a common... Okay. All right. And Jay says... Yeah, Jay, I thought about you because Jay had a story where he went to get his ear because he had ringing or something in one ear. So this fucking dumb nurse like just shoved all this water into the other ear. And Jay was like, "Ow, that really hurts. Ow." And she's like, "No, it's fine." Or something. And then he got ringing in the other ear as well. Something like that. He says, they shot water straight into my ear at high pressure, which actually damaged my eardrum. Yeah, that makes me so mad. John says, I shoved a glow stick in my... It just makes me mad that someone would be so careless and stupid with your ears. Because, like, I guess for most people, it's not a big deal. Well, no, of course, hearing is a very big deal. But for me and for musicians and people who use music stuff, it's like a huge fucking deal. It's like do not fuck with my ears. John says, I shoved a glow stick in my ear. It went pretty deep. Jesus Christ. Why'd you do that? They shot water straight. Okay, yeah. Jay says, I was developing tinnitus in one ear. See, as I'm talking right now, I'm reading his thing. I hear a muffled thing. Am I right? It's so annoying. So you got to bear with me here. I was developing tinnitus in one ear, so they decided to clean my ears, and they ended up giving me tinnitus in the other ear. That's lawsuit. I would call a Saul Goodman, I don't care who. I would sue the fuck out of them. I'd sue the nurse. And I wouldn't sue the doctors. I'd sue that nurse. I'd sue the specific dumb bitch nurse who did that to me. Holy shit. Oh my God. Jay says, that was a fuck my life moment. Yeah. Grace says, oh yeah, Jay, the same exact situation happened to my dad when he got the earwax cleaned from his ear. John J says, yeah, now my eyes glow. Yeah, my hearing is really important too, and I also get really bothered by small repetitive noises, so tinnitus sucks. Oh yeah. Grace says after that he got an at-home earwax removal kit. Let me check and see how I'm doing. Oh yeah. Probably not loud enough. I can't even tell. because everything's out of whack. Here, I'll turn my mic up a little bit. No one's complaining, but I have to think about this stuff. Okay. I looked it up after, and that's what you should do. Me and your dad should work together and destroy all hospitals. J-Dub is an idiot. I'm just going to remove that message. Fucking... I don't know, man. It's like, ugh. It just sucks because the music in the stream right now is like the only thing at the moment that I enjoy, you know, aside from eating. You know, so it's like, I eat and I do the stream and I make music, you know, that's kind of it. And now I'm hoping this is temporary. I mean, because I think with bad hearing loss, there would be something painful, you know, like a really sharp noise, something that would like really hurt. That would cause like permanent damage, you know. But for this, it's like I wasn't in pain. There was no pain. I have to think of another thing. Okay, last week I had my synth on and I played a note and stupidly, let's see if it's still doing it. It was set to, when you turn it on, manual mode is the first thing that you hear. Manual mode means whatever the settings are on your keyboard, that's what's going to play. And it was some wild, crazy shit. And it was sharp, and I quickly threw my headphones off. But, you know, whatever. Jay says, yeah, if your eardrum is damaged, you can feel it. I mean, I can feel something right now. I feel like a heavy, muffled... It's like a dude is like... It's like Booger Man is sitting on my eardrum, hugging it. Mukbang channel. Nah. I just bit my gums. I want to die. Well, let's all pray for Neon, guys. Neon's the real survivor here. Jay says, you just hear booger ringing from inside your head. Dude, I would kill myself instantly. I wouldn't even try to reason with booger. I would just kill myself. There are some... I looked up some stuff. What's it called? Musical ear syndrome or something? Dude, this shit is scary. Let's... auditory hallucinations. Kill me. As soon as I get an auditory hallucination, we're gonna kill myself. Alright, that's just how it goes. Okay. Musical ear syndrome, MES, describes a condition seen in people who have hearing loss and subsequently develop auditory hallucinations. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Hold on a second. Okay. Fuck that, for real. Seriously. I don't even... Okay. Causes. It is postulated that by the release phenomenon, MES is caused by hypersensitivity in the auditory cortex caused by sensory deprivation, secondary to their hearing loss. This hole in the hearing range is plugged by the brain confabulating a piece of information. In this case, a piece of music. A similar occurrence is seen with strokes of the visual cortex where a visual field, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The hallucinations are usually not unpleasant, but may cause irritation due to their persistent nature. It's common for sufferers to have a history of tinnitus. Okay. Investigations such as magnetic resonance imaging or CT scanning and electro something may be worthwhile, but rarely will show any serious pathology. It is believed that this is some kind of phenomenon is usually heterogeneous in causation. A wide variety of factors need to be considered, which could give possible explanation for why MES is seen as underdiagnosed. Treatment. Now, I don't have this. I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm 100% don't have this, but still, it's scary. Treatments can vary from being as little as self-reassurance to pharmaceutical blah, 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 medications. Medications can be helpful, such as something. Dude, imagine. Okay, so what is an auditory hallucination? This is gonna be like I said. It's gonna be a weird stream. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not in a good mood. So if you're gonna be here, you're gonna suffer with me. Okay, sorry. Individuals react to auditory hallucination experience. What's this? Oh my god. Oh, this is schizophrenia. Okay. By the way, killing myself. I mean, okay, look. I don't advocate suicide, whatever. If I start to become schizophrenic, that's it. I'm not even gonna try.
I think that is such an important way to let people have a first-hand look at what people with schizophrenia deal with. That was very distracting, and maybe it'll give you a little more empathy. And when you're in a store,
Grace says sometimes I get auditory hallucinations when I'm in between being awake and asleep. Yeah, I've gotten that before. Oh, I've definitely gotten that before. Jay says, what if you already are and don't realize it? Saw theme starts playing as everyone from chat starts vanishing. All the comments are just your own account pretending to be other people. I've actually done tests on myself, like, did I just imagine that, or did I blah blah blah? I feel like if you can reach out and feel it and repeat the same thing and there's a logical explanation for it, then I'm okay. I've never been one of those guys who's like, wait, what if everything is fake? Because it's like, okay, well, even if that's true, there's enough laws of physics and stuff in place to make me feel like it's real enough. You know? Like, there's all these philosophers who talk about what if everything is just like a dream and all this stuff. And it's like, that's interesting for a movie, but in real life, it's like, I think you know enough. You know? Jay says, yeah, exactly. There's consistency to the waking world, regardless of whatever else. Yeah, like dreams. The thing with dreams is that the narrative will just change like crazy. You know, it'll just be like, I don't know. You'll be in the supermarket with your dad, and then suddenly you guys are in Narnia, and your dad has become, you know, your ex-girlfriend or something for no reason. You know, and there's no kind of like, you know, it's just nonsense. And also like, yeah, like I've had dreams where people are mad at me for stuff, and I start to realize I'm in the dream because what they're mad about is so unreasonable. It's like, oh no, this is not real. I kind of go, oh, okay, I see what this is, and then the dream goes, oh god, let's change the scenery. You know. Jay says, it's funny how your brain just accepts the changes, you just rationalize it somehow. But if you start thinking about it, you usually become lucid. Because it doesn't make sense. Right. Sorry. Johnny Williams says, whoa, what's going on? What happened to your ears? What are we talking about? So Jay wanted to lower the competition, so he hired a goon to shoot me in the ears. It only blew off the jiggly part of your ear, like the wiggly, the earlobe. So that's gone. But I'm talking to Dr. Light, who is the head of robotics in Mega Man Land, and he's going to provide me with a metallic earlobe that will have super strength, but only my earlobe. So I'll have to run at people and kind of whip my ear at them to kind of whack them. It's like the earlobe has super strength, but it's kind of hard to implement. Jay says, I had no choice. They shot his ears with Skittles and a pea shooter. Yes. The iron lobe. Yeah. It's like he can... I'm not the super villain. You're the fucking villain. You are. You did this. Dude, I'd be like really heroic. I run in front of some girl who's about to get shot, and I try to make it so my earlobe, it gets in front of the bullets, but she still gets shot anyway, and I get shot too because it's not enough. Or like an Avengers scene where like Iron Man shoots a beam from his, his chest, and then I just run in front of it, and the earlobe, ching, kind of deflects it. Dun 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 dun, and like, maybe like, I don't know who's the lamest. Maybe Hawkeye is impressed, but no one else. Everyone's like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? Jay says, you don't think losing your earlobe would cause you to turn evil? Maybe. Let's go back to this though. This is a very silly tangent.
Or understanding.
Actually, hold on a second. Let's see. I can't accurately hear. It's your boy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I hear that. Hold on a sec. Okay, a little better. I had some fan background. Jay says your Lunchbox says, and your catchphrase is holding your hand up saying, huh? Sorry, didn't get that. Jay says Thanos shows up and sees you, the iron lobe. He just doesn't say anything. He goes back into the portal where he came from. He's like, nah, fuck this. This is too whack. I will conquer another world. He's not intimidated. He's just like, I'm above this shit, bro. I like the idea that Hawkeye is like, wow, that's really cool, man. You are like, you're the coolest superhero ever. I'm like, shut up, Hawkeye. You don't count for shit. You don't even have fucking powers. You just shoot arrows. Fucking loser. Trying to make me feel better. Shut up. Jay says Thanos doesn't want to become associated with you. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get back to this chill part. They haven't shown it yet. It's only 30 seconds in.
If you do see somebody acting like they are dealing with something like that, maybe you would be a little more understanding of it.
Yeah, after it was done, I just felt so lucky to be able to take those headphones off. I couldn't imagine having to live with that every day. It'd be very challenging.
Are they going to show us what they were listening to? No, they're not. And that means you get a thumbs down. What the fuck? Yeah, pointless video if you're not allowed to hear what they were hearing to understand their feelings. Exactly. Nate 24, 8 months ago, says, okay, give me the damn headphones then. I don't need to hear how amazed these people are. And I don't need to hear a stupid piano in the background. I'm so glad people get this. I need to know what it's like and be educated as someone whom this commercial wants to support. I want to understand. Let's see. The actual experiment might have helped, but this video didn't at all. Okay, good. We got it. Let's see. Auditory hallucinations. Can we get like a fucking thing? God damn. Jay says, LOL, what? It's just a commercial. Yeah, it's just a commercial for mental health. Benny Boy says, how are you? Been better. Jay says they should have made a Hawkeye plus Black Widow movie since they combined to make one real hero. I don't think I care enough about either to see a solo movie about them. Yeah. I don't either. I agree. Let's get schizophrenia simulation. Yeah. Uh-oh, this looks like a BuzzFeed type thing. What is this? I live with schizoaffective disorder. What does that mean? Should we watch this chick? Let's see. She has a real, like, are you for real face? Really? Really? Okay.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Living Well with Schizophrenia YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to...
Okay, so she's not BuzzFeed. She's just an individual channel. Okay, let's watch this. Jay says if someone makes a schizophrenia simulator game, it will probably not be received very well. No, be a horrible experience.
Discussing whether or not the schizophrenia simulation videos on YouTube are accurate. But first, if you're new here, my name is Lauren and I make videos on what it's like living with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder. So make sure to subscribe to our channel if you want to learn more about that.
I mean, I'm kind of curious, but I don't want to. That's a great pause face. I don't want to get that much information, but thank you.
And turn on notifications not to miss anything. Also, if you find videos like this helpful at all, please make sure to check out our Patreon page. The link is in the description below. We're really working hard to develop this channel and to build resources for you all, and we would really appreciate any support you can give. Thank you. Okay, so here's how we're going to organize today's video. So I'm going to watch 3 different schizophrenia simulations. The first one being the most popular or the most viewed schizophrenia simulation on YouTube.
Okay.
The second one being quite a popular one that was more recently uploaded. And the third one being the one that I find to be the truest to what it's actually like living with schizophrenia.
The true Foxer. Yes.
And so we are going to include timestamps for when I talk about each of these videos in the description below.
Oh my God, this is long.
We're also going to include links to the full videos because I'm not going to show the full videos when I'm talking about them. I'm only going to show small clips.
Are you guys interested in this? I kind of want to do this. Oh, let me adjust the screen. What the hell? Oh, I forgot. The stupid screen isn't accurate. Hold on. Let me do transform fit to screen. There we go. Oh, yeah. That dude Neon says, imagine being a weeb with schizophrenia. You can just sleep with an anime. Okay, let's not be disrespectful. I am in no way making fun of schizophrenia people. That's a horrible thing to go through. Lunchbox says, in this video, I will react to a mental health condition. Okay, let's start. Wow, that sucks. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I don't know. Should we do this? I'm kind of into this. I have nothing else planned, honestly. We could roast her a little bit. I don't think she's roastable, though. She seems chill. But what's schizoaffective? That's like metrosexual. That's like a kind of a thing that isn't really a thing, you know? Like a word you just kind of, oh, I heard it on Sex in the City once. I don't know. Schizoaffective. Is that like heteronormative? What is that? I sound like a fucking boomer right now. All right, whatever. Let's just see it.
That I feel are important to discuss. So if you want to watch the full videos, the links are in the description below. All right, so viewing some of the videos that we're going to view today, it might be a little bit triggering. I know for myself.
Okay. There's no one here is schizophrenic, right? We're not gonna get into it. Come on, let's go.
Schizophrenia in YouTube on the search.
Okay, lady, you're really padding this video. I'm gonna search it. Just have it up already. Come on.
Schizophrenia.
What if you see like something she searched like shit porn? Wait, what was the other one? It said like Schitt's Creek. Let's see.
YouTube. So I'm just going to type in schizophrenia in YouTube on the search.
Schitt's Creek, Schindler's List, Schism Tool. Okay, cool.
And you can see that schizophrenia is the first one, and then schizophrenia simulation is the next top result.
Yes.
So a lot of people are searching for this, and a lot of people.
Okay, let's get to it. Yeah, Lunchbox says this is a 34-minute video for 3 tiny clips. He's right. She blinked a lot. Look how much she's blinking. Holy shit, she's blinking up a storm. Whoa. Dude, I'm freaked out. Why is she blinking so much? This must be a trigger. Is she the Flash, dude? The Flash can't blink that fast. Nothing has happened, by the way, in this video.
So I like the mundaneness.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Are you fucking shitting me? Nothing happened.
At times, people who are living with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder experience the world much like anybody else. So I kind of like that they included a portion of that. Kind of waiting for the shoe to drop when they start.
Yes.
Kind of like sensationalizing symptoms, but so far, so good.
Okay. Who are the voice actors? Is it him talking to himself?
Something wrong. Package. Poison package. Coming
Dude.
for you.
She's blinking a lot. I don't think she likes it.
Okay, so far, for me personally, anyway, this is a little bit much.
A little bit much. Okay.
It's not like I wake up from a nap or whatever and immediately I'm just bombarded with like.
Pause. Okay. I'm not going to try to mansplain her condition, but schizophrenic people, I don't know enough about this, but so I really am talking out of my ass. Fully admit, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but isn't someone who's like truly schizophrenic would not be able to have this nice, neat YouTube channel? And I mean, wouldn't they be having an episode right now? You know, I mean, it seems a little strange how she's so put together, and it's like, how serious is her thing? She says schizoaffective. What does that mean? You know, let's look that up. Schizoaffective. I mean, just because. Let's see. Schizoaffective disorder is a mental health disorder that is marked by a combination of symptoms, hallucinations or delusions, mood disorder, depression or mania. Okay. What's the difference between schizophrenia and schizoaffective? In schizophrenia, mood symptoms are not expected to occur without psychotic symptoms. Okay. The psychotic symptoms are almost always present, but the mood symptoms come and go. In schizoaffective disorder, the psychotic symptoms may or may not be present during the times when a person... Okay. So it's kind of like... Sorry, let me just show you what I'm reading. Sorry about that. So the psychotic symptoms may or may not be present during the times when a person is... So it's kind of like a wild card. Lunchbox, holy shit. It's kind of like a wild card schizophrenia, sort of. Like, okay, this is Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan times 11. You guys can make jokes if you want to. Don't worry. I won't kick you or anything. It's just I don't want to make jokes. Well, I don't want to be on mic making jokes. And this is kind of like Super Saiyan Junior, or like just using like ki blasts and stuff. I don't know. Okay. It seems a little, it's kind of like when they have these channels where it's like a mafia guy talks about mafia in the media, you know, to some degree, I'm sure it's pretty accurate. A therapist talks about therapy in the media, you know, a lawyer. You've seen these videos, right? They'll look at Better Call Saul and they'll be like, what he did here is very accurate. This to me is different because it's a mental health condition, and I feel like I'm kind of getting the feeling that she's on the very low end. I have nothing to prove that with, but she's not like a major case, you know? Clearly she's put together. She's well-dressed. I don't know. She's not on the streets. She has a YouTube channel. She's employed, I assume. You know, she's not like a severe schizophrenic case. So for her to be like, I don't know. Seems a little weird.
Overwhelming symptoms. That's usually not the way.
Jay says they should have had Chuck reacting to this. Chuck from Better Call Saul. Master in the chat, welcome, says, so when is the A Gamer Talks About Society in the Media coming? Jay says it's possible she gets it a lot, but she just learned to deal with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's must be medication, right, that you can take to tame it. Maybe some of the schizophrenic people we've seen are homeless, you know, and they don't have access to that stuff, you know. So I'm not ruling it out. It just seems a little, I don't know. Okay.
Works usually for me anyway. The symptoms kind of creep up slowly, and it's not just all of a sudden I'm hit when I wake up with overwhelming symptoms. Also, the voices in this are really disturbing. And for me, it's more like this kind of androgynous voice that is kind of just commenting on things that I'm doing, and it's not like this like weird like whisper, menacing, overwhelming voice. It's more of a clear voice that is just kind of either commenting on what I'm doing or making comments direct toward me, or when it's bad and I'm not on medication, making like command hallucinations and that kind of stuff. But so far, it's not a bad representation.
That's real. That's almost scarier than what we just saw. To just have oh, what a nice lunch. I am neither male nor female. I am androgynous. I'm a voice in your head. Holy shit. Isn't that fucking scary? That's almost scarier than, kill yourself, or whatever this video was trying to do. Like, because then you might actually be like, you're right, voice in my head. Can she talk to the voice in her head? That is, oh my God. Holy shit. That's terrifying. Give me one sec here. Okay, let's keep going.
He picked up the phone and then put it down without saying anything, which is kind of accurate. Like when you're experiencing a lot of symptoms, it's hard to focus on reality, and so it's hard to interact properly with reality.
If I have high anxiety, or I've had panic attacks before, and I'm in a situation where someone is asking me a question and I'm just overwhelmed, I'm just gonna like sit down and not say anything. It's happened before. It doesn't happen often, but that has happened. So that I think that's real.
Reality. So that's not bad.
Addiction in your spare time. Now for a quick check of the weather.
Yeah, I look like a
Okay, wait.
Slight chance of tons of rain, partly chance of you being a loser, 100%.
What?
What are you doing today, guy? You just gonna sit there with your mouth open like that?
Coffee.
Yeah, smart move. Worthless.
Okay.
So the dialogue that's being delivered about the voices is kind of accurate at times, like in terms of what they're actually saying, it's kind of accurate, but the overwhelming like whispering and like background like mumbling and stuff, I personally don't experience. It's more clear in terms of what's being said to me. In terms of the people on the TV interacting with you,
you know what? And again, not to diminish her experience, but it's like she just said, I personally. So this is just one person's experience with schizoaffective disorder. So it doesn't really, like, her word doesn't really define, okay, this is a bad or good representation, because this could be dead on for some other person. So I don't know. We'll see.
For me, anyway, it's less direct, and it's more like I interpret what I'm seeing as subliminal messages towards.
Let's see the realistic one. I want to take forever on this.
Okay, so the next schizophrenia simulation video that we're going to watch is called Realistic Schizophrenia Simulation, so we'll see how realistic it is. It's the second one when you search schizophrenia simulation on YouTube, and it was uploaded about 2 months ago and already has 27,000 views. So we are going to check this one out now.
Where am I? Where are you going? Look out!
This is pointless. Even that kid knows you're stupid.
Jeez.
Everyone knows you're stupid.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
So I'm assuming that the first voice that we heard is kind of his internal dialogue and him speaking to himself, which I like that they included because you do still have...
What would you guys do in the chat if you're walking to the grocery store and then you hear, "Don't go in there, you're stupid"? What would your first reaction be? I think mine would be, I'd look around to think, did someone just say that to me? And then I hear it again. "You're a bitch." And I go, oh, this is in my head. Gotcha. And then I would make a mad dash and run into traffic. I mean, how fucking terrifying is that? Gee, it's like in The Exorcist when the priest gets the demon in him and he doesn't want to let it win, so he jumps out of the window and kills himself. Lunchbox says, "Yeah, I am pretty stupid, but I'm still going in there." Lunchbox, "You're not wrong, but I'm still going to get my food." Fuck, dude, that is terrifying. How close are we to really fix... Well, we can't fix it. Like, how do people manage that, man? I don't know. It's terrifying.
Your own internal thoughts when you're in the midst of psychosis or living with schizophrenia. And I also thought it was good that they used his voice to be like, "Look out," when the child ran by, because it does feel like you're kind of oversensitive to a lot of
Now that's kind of cool. What if it was like you had a Jarvis inside of you? "Sir, in 1/2 a block, a man will try to punch you." And it was real. That would be crazy. Well, good crazy. If, like, dude, imagine if that was... Oh my God. I know this is nerdy, but is there a comic about a dude who's schizophrenic, but his schizophrenia is actually like super helpful and like can predict things? And then you find out it's actually an AI that was implanted into him when he was a child, and he has to discover who gave this thing to him. And it can... oh, yes, there is. The movie is called... Fuck, what's the movie called? It's like Autopilot or something. Damn it. Wait, Logan Marshall Green. And that's not quite it. It's the movie is called Upgrade. But that's not quite how it goes. Upgrade meaning he gets nanites put in him or something. Let's see. Yeah. A technophobe who is implanted with a chip that allows him to control his body after a mugging leaves him paralyzed. But it also gives him super abilities and stuff, and there's a robot who talks to him in his head. Lunchbox says, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2, Battle Tendency. Really? John says, yeah, there's a show like that. I forgot the name. Yeah. There's many things. By the way, Logan Marshall Green, the guy who was in that movie, is like 100% discount Tom Hardy. Like, I'm not blowing anyone's mind when I say this, but wow. They look so similar. He looks obviously like more like twink Tom Hardy, but man, they look similar. Tom Hardy's got them big lips, and this dude's got the little thinner lips. He's like, "What's up, baby?" This dude never really made it. He was in Prometheus. He's been in a bunch of shit, man, but I don't know. He just never really caught on because he's Diet Tom Hardy. Anyway, I don't know. We can keep watching this, I guess.
Stimuli, and so if there is an unexpected stimuli running by, it's a little jarring, and it's kind of like, oh, gotta be aware of that. And so that was kind of accurate.
Cares about you. Why do you even try? Why do you even bother?
Everything's listening to you.
You don't deserve happiness.
The wine bottles.
See, they're laughing.
She's looking at you. They're looking at you.
Okay, so I just want to comment on like the sound of the voices. This is not how I experience voices, where it's like this like intimidating husky voice and this little like small feminine voice. For me personally, I really only hear one voice typically, and it's a really androgynous voice. I can't really tell if it's male or female, or I can't put a finger on it really. I've kind of identified it. I've named it Jennifer, just as a way to kind of be like, okay, that's what that is. That's who that is, and
It's just Jennifer.
It helps me not to pay as much attention to it, but. In terms of how he's hearing voices, that's not really how I personally hear voices. Maybe it's how other people hear voices.
Everybody laughs at you.
Everybody's talking about you.
Go
Doesn't
ahead.
make you fat.
Get some ice cream.
You don't want that.
Worthless.
It'll make
Dude,
you
the
fat
blinking.
like you already are. Worthless. Pointless.
Look out.
All the alcohol. Just
Trash.
take it all. No, don't take that one. No, go over to the other one. Grab a wine bottle.
Go ahead.
A couple bottles of booze. Just
Drink it. Eat
drink
it.
it until you're
Look out.
passed out. Nobody cares.
Pointless.
Where did they go?
Nobody loves you. No one could.
Some junk food.
They don't
Scream.
care.
So I think it's important to understand that this video is also somebody who is in the throes of intense psychosis. And so when I'm experiencing intense psychosis, this is kind of what the dialogue is like, where it's kind of harsh and not very nice to you, and also giving you kind of
All right, I think I kind of get the idea. I mean, she's saying, not really, not really. So what's the schizophrenia cure or medication? I want to know. Oh, the same chick. Should we? My bad if this is a bummer, guys, but this is a weird stream, like I said. I'm basically like apologizing, but also not. What antipsychotropic? That's a very long video. How long is it? 12 minutes. Let's look at someone else. She's not the only person. Oh, 1990s educational video. Look at this. This could be good.
Are you afraid of anything happening? Same question.
Whoa.
What do you see happening? What do you think in your future?
Why was reading that?
1 second, actually, I wanna do something real quick. Take. This mic back in. It helps a little better with the hearing. Okay, a little better. Okay.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I don't know how many guys you get with everything. Or there we go.
6 months.
Used to be afraid sometimes to go out in the day room and be with other people.
Oh yeah, I used to be terrified.
Terrified that they'd hurt you.
I used to be afraid to open my eyes in the morning. I used to be afraid
Wow.
to get out of bed. And then from out of bed to get dressed, to wash, and then to go in the day room and go back to,
What were you afraid of? Were people going to hurt you?
I don't know, I just couldn't do it. I don't know.
Well, listen, if you could think about 10 years from now, what would you like to be doing 10 years from now?
I don't know.
You don't have any particular ideas or thoughts?
Probably working in a nursing home. Cleaning, maybe, I don't know.
Is that something you might like to do?
Yeah, maid service. I'm proud that I got my driver's license. On top of that, I need a car to get to work. Because before I had my driver's license, I was depending on my family to bring me back and forth to work, which that is a little bit of inconvenience.
Okay, so first clip.
Where do you think in your future?
Why was reading that?
Unintelligible. You can't understand her at all. 2 years later.
Get to work. Because before I had my driver's license, I was depending on my family to bring me back and forth to work, which that is a little bit of inconvenience because I work at night and somebody has to bring me, you know, in the evening to work, and I have to get up early, 5 o'clock, to pick me up, and that they help that.
If I saw this person, I'd probably think she probably has anxiety or something, because her sentences are kind of meandering, you know. Her tone of voice is that's still kind of there, but I don't think I would think schizophrenic at all.
A whole lot, but
I wonder what she took.
I can't do that forever. Be dependent on, you know, somebody bringing back and forth to work. Well, the apartment gives you a sense of independence that you could, you know, function on your own without being dependent on anybody. Like your food shopping, you cook, you keep the apartment clean. Because when I feel good, I don't, you know, I shouldn't say complain. Because it's not good to complain, really. I mean, you just gotta, you know, live with it until it changes, you know, because if you complain about something, you change it, right?
Is there like 5 years? No. So that's kind of her. That's as much as they chronicled her. Let's look at this guy.
And why do you think you're a god? Because...
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? Go back. I'm not trying to be mean, but who has... Dude. Oh my god. I'm sorry. What? Why are her eyes doing that? Oh, okay. It's like a roll eye. Wow, I can't do that. That's crazy.
And why do you think you're a god? Because there was a time...
Why is the... Does this guy also have it? Which one is the guy? Because I could barely understand what he said. Not to be a dick, but really, listen, what does he say there?
And why do you think you're a god?
Why do you think you're God? Okay.
Because there was a time when I was to myself was a piece of rock, a piece of straw, and a little tiny pin. And I stretched it all out and I just went like that, you know, and made a needle and I poked myself.
Why did you poke yourself?
Because I wanted to get the devil out of me, because I didn't want to be possessed. I didn't want people to think I was possessed, you know?
Right.
People get into the future. I'm not really into the future. See, they gave me the future, and I destroyed the future, you know? I hate the future because I'll never be successful in the future, you know? I mean, my eyes were bulged, and I had the future in my head, you know? And I just said, no, you know? I said no.
I noticed this guy's also... What are these what's the lighting here? They're on stage? Couldn't he be... I believe that he's schizophrenic, but... What? This isn't very professional. This is like... For show. Like he's putting on a performance, kind of. I don't know. Kind of weird. The other woman was inside. I like that.
In the future, you know? I mean, my eyes were bulged, and I had the future in my head, you know? And I just said no. You know? I said no.
I'm turning off monetization, actually. Oh, shit. I did insert an ad. Let me turn it off. Because I know I'm going to get... Yeah, I already have limited. Not suitable for advertisers. Fuck them. I'll just turn it off. Let's go back.
Well, I started having problems really bad when I was about 16. But I was afraid to say anything to people because I was scared. I thought it was normal to hear voices. So I never asked anybody if it was or if it wasn't. So I suffered a lot before I got into the hospital. I used to see things a lot.
Oh my God.
I used to see dragons, different butterflies, everything. It was weird. My mom even says I look 100%, like a lot better. When I was first in the hospital, I was confused a lot. The confusion goes away, I guess. I don't know. Just if you get the right medicine. I want to get a full-time job. And I want to get a driver's license and a car and stuff, you know, my own place. You know, different friends, I guess I would call it. Just
He wants a life.
get my own place. And
He
get
wants
some different
independence.
One thing
Aww.
I'd like you to tell me about.
Well, he did really well, man. I mean, considering where he was at, pretty big improvement. I wish there was a 3-year one. Let's look at Karen. This is so depressing. Sorry. Well, I think it's kind of hopeful, actually, that they improved so much. And this is from the 90s. So I bet now it's even better.
How has your physical health been over the last 6 or 7 days?
Oh, boy.
I don't want maybe.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not making fun of her, but I was expecting her to say something, and it was just nope. Move on to the next clip. That really got me. I don't know why. Holy shit. Lunchbox says it seems as simple as voices in your head, hallucinations, but you can totally see how paranoia and fear absolutely destroys them. I appreciate you bringing attention to it. I've never looked this stuff up. I don't know. Now's as good a time as ever, I guess. Yeah, I've never really looked into this stuff. Maybe I watched a couple of videos before, but yeah, man, this shit is wild. Okay, so she was just Silent Sally. She's immobilized. It's not funny. She was immobilized. That dude Neon says Karen just kind of sat there, then cut. Yeah, I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing at the editing. That they just, that's all they showed, and then, you know. So then we'll cut to present day.
I don't know. Maybe it's emotional. Maybe something in me is finally clicking. Maybe the gears are working again. And maybe I'm feeling better. Maybe I just don't need to lie in bed as much as I used to. And I feel really good about that. I'm glad.
Wow.
Because then there's more time for reading, or doing this, or playing tennis, whatever you want to do. It's more fun. It's better for you. Whatever. I enjoy it and feel better about that little part of my life. All dreams aside, it would be nice if I could be an executive secretary in the city someday, and have a husband and have a child. I would really like that. Would make me very happy.
What really makes me sad about this is that even though she's come so far, as soon as somebody learns that she was or is schizophrenic or has those symptoms, there's immediately this, oh, she's crazy. That everybody does that, no matter how nice they are or well-meaning. Everybody is going to have in the back of their head, oh, she's fucking crazy, which is shitty because you look at clip A where she's mute. And I hear she's like talking about, oh, I have all these dreams. I want to work as a city council person, you know.
It's more fun. It's better for you, whatever. I enjoy it.
Now, the one thing I've noticed, I wish they showed a full conversation, because what I've seemed to notice is that these people they're better, but they're not exactly. They're kind of like just saying everything that's on their mind. Maybe that's just how it is, but like I think understand, because I've talked to some people who probably had schizophrenia before, over the years. And you talk to them, you say one thing, and they jump onto it, and then they're on a fucking tangent. And then they don't really realize that they don't really want to know what you're talking about. It's kind of like, yeah, I want to do this, and then you know, it's sort of like this whole thing. There's a couple people I know in my life who are like that, and they're not. I don't think they're schizophrenic, but that's sort of like a unfortunate part of it, because I think to truly be in control it's like you have to listen as well. I feel like some of these people, it's really hard for them to do that. But man, she's improved a lot. John says Tourette's is a bad one too. Imagine trying to say something and convey a message, but there's always something trapping you. Oh God, yeah, that's horrible. Tourette's is really bad. Tourette's is bad, and it's also like just become such a meme. It's like, haha, he says bad words, But yeah, that would suck ass. Like not being able to say what you mean and then saying offensive things and stuff, Cool, so Kudo, not Sul Kosudo, says, I wouldn't say that. I agree that everyone thinks that, but would maybe just use it as an excuse to not see that person in a negative light. Well, what I mean is, I don't think everybody's judgmental, like, oh, I need to get away from them. But I think they do, just as human beings, as soon as we learn someone is suffering from a mental illness, we're automatically going to note that in our mind and look at them differently. I think that's just human nature. It's like, this person's different from me, they have a thing, And then, depending on how long you hang out with them or talk to them, it's like, oh, okay, this person's whatever. It's like when you meet someone who has a stutter. And like I knew this guy growing up, I won't say his name, but he was a family friend. Actually, he and his little brother both had stutters. And they were like years apart. I don't know why that is. Interesting. But anyway, 2 brothers. There was a girl in between them. So 3 kids. The oldest brother had a really bad stutter. I mean, horrible. When he was younger. Couldn't get a word out. Then I'd see him like years later at like a family event thing, and there was hints of it. It was still there, but not like it was before. And in my head, I'm like really trying to show him that I understand what he's saying, but I'm also not trying to baby him or like, wow, that's really good. I don't want to be condescending. That's so gross. I wanted to be like, so I just talked to him like a dude, like I would anyone. And then but you just got to wait a little longer for him to get it out. But yeah, in my head, I had to kind of like, I have to play this a certain way. Cool. So Kudo says, I used to have a friend who I'm pretty sure had some form of Asperger's, but slowly grew to understand him and everything. Because of course, not everybody has it the same. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm pretty bad with Asperger's. I don't have it, but it's hard for me to be. It's not that I'm not sympathetic. It's that I just have a very low threshold of tolerance, Probably internet interactions I've had in the past, like there's tons of people with Asperger's you talk to on the internet. And I value a conversation. I value socialness. And when you're in the middle of a discussion and somebody goes, do you like anime? It's like, whoa, dude. Or there's just little things about it, that can kind of drive me nuts. I'm not going to lie. That's why I don't know if I'd be a very good, mental health or caregiver person. I thought about that down the road. I have empathy and compassion, but not in my personal life. That's not true. Let me rephrase that. I have empathy. I have compassion. I'm not a serial killer. I'm not a psycho. But I just in my social life, I don't know if I can tolerate so much of that, Cool. So Kudo says we were close friends, and then one day he pushed it too far, and I couldn't deal with it anymore. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, Lunchbox says I have empathy and compassion, just not for those around me. Yeah. I was thinking last night, like,
Okay, last night I went for a walk, and I'm listening to this dude. Remember the guy from Will and Grace? Remember that show, Will and Grace? The main guy, Will, is in the show called Travelers. It just got canceled. It was a Netflix show. And I was listening to an interview with him about it, and I was reading the comments where people were saying, oh my God, I saw him. He was so nice to me. I kind of fangirled in front of him. He was so nice, blah, blah, blah. Such a nice guy. And I heard him talk, and he does seem like a really nice guy. And as I'm listening to him, a homeless person who I think had schizophrenia comes walking up to me and said basically, something like that, okay? That's horrible, but it's something really annoying and loud, and I didn't want to hear it. And I just put my headphones on. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I just kept repeating that mantra. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you. Shut the fuck up. Go away, go away. Like, I didn't say it so you couldn't hear me, but I just kept saying it very under my breath, like, please go away, leave me alone, shut the fuck up. You know, stop invading my ears, or what's left of them. And then I was thinking, like, man, I am just such a not... I could not be as nice as Will from Will and Grace. Like, I think I'm just... I don't know. Don't fucking bother me, you know? I'm sorry. Like, I'll help someone in need. But, Lunchbox says, I have empathy and compassion. Oh, yeah, I read that. Cool says, I was thinking to myself, I'm not his caregiver or anything. He has many amazing friends who understand him and are really nice to him. Yeah. Lunchbox says, I don't think you should feel bad about that. That's a respectable call. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, I had a friend growing up. Well, hold on. Before I get into a whole story. John says, I mean, how else do you react? Yeah, I don't know. I just have, like, no... It's just such a harsh, like, fuck off, go away, reaction to someone who is hurting. I don't know. They're in pain. I don't know. I should be more sympathetic to that. But for me, it's just like, no, I'm trying to listen to my YouTube. Leave me the fuck alone. It's weird. Cool Sokudo says, yeah, we parted ways last year, but I'm pretty sure he is still living a fulfilling life. He just kept bugging me for a while if I hung out with other people or if I wasn't invited. Or if he wasn't invited, yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is my story. I'm going to make this all about me. I was in elementary school, and there was this kid, I don't want to say his name, not like he's ever going to hear this, but he had a very distinctive name. Let's call him Walter. So Walter had, and still has, a condition called prader willi syndrome, which is, if I can look up a definition of it, I don't want to get it wrong. I can definitely tell you the symptoms, but, okay. So prader willi syndrome is a genetic disorder caused by sudden loss of function of specific genes on chromosome 15. Wow, I didn't know that. In newborns, symptoms include weak muscles, poor feeding, and slow development. Beginning in childhood, those affected become constantly hungry, which often leads to obesity and type 2 diabetes. There's more than that, though. There's much more. Let's see, symptoms. Okay, here we go. The most common symptoms of Prader-Willi syndrome are behavioral problems, intellectual disability, and short stature. Hormonal symptoms include delayed puberty and constant hunger leading to obesity. Yeah, so it's kind of like a... They're not dumb. They're not like, Walter was like not a dumb person at all, or limited intelligence, but he basically he was hungry all the time, and if he ate too much sugar it could kill him, right? And he could die. And but he would have these outbursts, like full on screaming, crying outbursts well up into, he probably still has them now, and he's probably 27. So in elementary school, Walter was, you know, we'd be in class and then he'd ask the teacher if he could eat something and she'd say, "Oh, not now, Walter. We're doing something." "But I wanna, what?" And just literally scream. We would hear him down the halls, you know. We would hear him screaming down the halls, all this stuff. Now, I don't know why or how, but I became his friend, probably second grade or something. Our parents became friends. We saw The Phantom Menace in theaters together. That's how old I am. I was a kid. And it was, I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted to be nice, you know? My parents thought I should be nice, and I wanted to be nice, so I'd hang out with Walter, and he loved Star Trek, and I kind of liked it. Not really. It's kind of one of those things where you pretend to like stuff because your friend likes it. Let's just get another image here so we don't have to look at the same thing. Let's pretend this is Walter. And you know, sweet kid for the most part, but again, it's he would have these debilitating, screaming, crying tantrums. He had an aide with him at school, you know. I remember this guy, what was his name, Rob or something? Nice guy. His parents were so nice. It's really sad. It's a really sad situation. I felt so bad for his parents. I remember after we saw Phantom Menace, you know, we got pizza afterwards, which is a big deal. You know, pizza for him is a big deal. He's not supposed to eat that, but he had a slice of pizza, and they told him, "Now, Walter, remember, you only get one slice of pizza." And yeah, I know. You know, he's always like kind of, sure. And then finally, we're eating there in public, our families, and then he wanted another one. And they said, "Remember, we talked about this, Walter, you can't do it." And then he went off, started screaming, crying, you know. And this boy was now, let's see, Phantom Menace was what, 97? He was almost 8 years old, maybe almost 9, I don't know. Too old to be screaming, shrieking, and in public too. And I just remember his mom looked at his dad and said, "Do you want to kill him or should I?" Which is like, oh man, they have had to deal with this for 9 years, 8 years. Oh, 99 is when it came out. Okay. Yeah, man. And so eventually I hung out with him for a long time. Until middle school. I kind of made a decision. I told my parents, I don't want to see him anymore. Which is fucked up. It really is fucked up. Cool Sakuda says, "Whoa, what the fuck? His parents? What do you mean? That they said that?" Well, they said it. Well, you gotta understand, dude. They've had to deal with this kid. They are the most patient, tolerant people ever to deal with this kid for that long. You know, all the things associated with him. It's like that takes a lot of courage and patience. And she was joking, obviously. You know, but you gotta think they have had some stressful times, you know. Because the problem with Prader-Willi syndrome is you don't grow out of this. He's now 27. He's 27 years old and he's still having these freakouts, you know. And for them it's like, dude, they're in public, they're embarrassed. It's like, ugh. You know. You gotta understand that's not an easy task at all to have a kid with that kind of disability. He was disabled, technically. I guess it's mental. It's a weird one. It's not normal. Like it's not like Down syndrome or anything because he can hold a conversation. I'm not saying they can't. Sorry, I don't want to be offensive. You want to look it up here? Prader-Willi syndrome. It's got a bad name. What is Prader-Willi syndrome? Not from you. What's this? What is... Oh my... That's like offensive. This cartoon is look at this. That's not what he was like at all. He wasn't like that. Come on, dude. Come on. Come the fuck on.
Today's topic is Prader-Willi syndrome.
He did kind of look like that. Okay. Flat nasal. Kind of. Smooth. Thin upper lip. I guess. Not really.
Definition. Prader-Willi syndrome, or PWS, is a rare and complex genetic disorder that alters appetite, development, metabolism, as well as intellectual behavior and function. This disease is characterized by small stature, behavioral problems, defective sexual development, low muscle tone, and an uncontrolled appetite that leads to life-threatening obesity.
Yes.
Those suffering from Prader-Willi syndrome need help and rigid external
Why do they have normal eyes and this guy has stupid eyes? What is this?
controls, sometimes including restricting access to food, as there is a constant chronic feeling of insatiable hunger, which when not properly managed, can develop to morbid obesity, leading to life-threatening heart and lung complications, diabetes, high blood pressure, and some other serious complications.
He had diabetes, for sure.
An important feature of Prader-Willi syndrome is a constant...
John Jay says, the way the diagram explained it was like a subspecies of human. The fact that they look different from normal people is interesting. Yeah, well, it's kind of like fetal alcohol syndrome. You've seen those diagrams. It's not like that at all, excuse me, but, you know, there's certain face diagrams they have. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, like, not to make fun of her, but, you know, like this. Kind of a similar. So, yeah, look, smooth, same thing. Smooth, fill, blah, blah. Broad ears. Huh. Underdeveloped jaw. Interesting. But, yeah. This mom, she's not. Whoever did this cartoon sucks.
sense of hunger that usually begins at about
The mom would really be like, ugh, fuck.
About 2 years of age. Causes. Genes always come in a pair.
Okay, whatever. So, can we get some people? I want to show you some people with it. Prader-Willi syndrome, adult. Yeah, this looks familiar. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. This is not Walter, but...
How am I gonna get, how am I gonna get, how am
Yeah. Why do they do that weird delay thing? How am I gonna get, why do they do that? He didn't say it like that. They just put delay on his voice, or they just kept repeating his audio clip. Why do they do? Why are they making them like carnival attractions? Jesus Christ. John says, I knew this woman who wanted to smoke and drink when pregnant, so her baby's all deformed and shit. Oh man, she wanted to use her kid to make a TLC show called My Little Giant, or something along those lines. Wow. I think she deserves the Diavolo special for that one. The Diavolo rerun special.
How am I gonna get food? My name is Abbott Filson. I may look normal, but I am wrestling with my own personal demon. I live with a rare and unique eating disorder called Prader-Willi syndrome. PWS is a complex genetic disorder starting from birth. Or people can acquire it from a brain injury. It affects the hypothalamus in the brain, which regulates the ability to tell when you are full. People with Prader-Willi syndrome can't tell when they are full. PWS is the most common known cause of life-threatening morbid obesity in children. There is no known cure for PWS, but researchers are trying to come up with hormone drugs.
So underdeveloped muscles, so that's what this is about, I guess? Yeah, jeez. Okay, you get it, dude. I don't want to make, fun of this guy. So, yeah. So, let's see here. I'm gonna get all these fucking videos in my feed now. Prader Willi syndrome. So, unfortunately, I cut him off when I went into middle school. We changed schools. We didn't go the same one. And I stopped seeing him. And I guess that's selfish of me. I was in 6th grade. But I was kind of like, I want to have my own friends, I want to have... It's really hard to be a kid and have a... He was kind of like one of my best friends, actually. But it wasn't really a friendship. It was kind of like me tolerating him, which is so sad. What a fucking jolly thing this is. Jesus Christ. You want to talk about something else? Let's talk about something else. Let's look at something else here today. Monetization is off, luckily, so we can do whatever we want. Let's change the subject. Let's make fun of someone who's we're allowed to make fun of. That's always nice. I don't want to... Let's see. What was something I wanted to show you guys? Oh, these guys are fun. Did I show you these guys? These motherfuckers. Take the fear out of gear. So these are two British blokes who love old gear. And they're very entertaining. This the hat and stuff. Let's watch. I haven't seen this. Let's watch a little bit of this.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Take the Fear Out the Gear with me, Mr. Chumley Warner, and me, Jason Bangers.
His name is Chumley Warner. Chumley? This motherfucker's name is Chumley. Hi, it's your boy Chumley. Wait, how does he say his name? Let's go back.
Mr. Chumley Warner.
Chumley Warner. Hello, it's me, Chumley Warner. You want some buttered scones for tea or whatever you want? John says he looks like a... John says he looks like a Chumley. That's really his name. I think that's really this guy's name. How you doing, mate? It's me, Chumley Warner. Oh, this guy's great. I love this guy. Make that an emote on the server. I have no idea how to do that. Can you do that, please? I'm dumb. I'm challenged with anything smart. Can you make this guy's... I'll link the video for you so you can do it yourself. Please. There you go. So these guys, okay, these are two stocky British fellows. He's got the fedora, who are they review gear. Let's give them a thumbs up. And they seem really nice. I just love this guy. All right, let's go back.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Take the Fear Out the Gear with me, Mr. Chumley Warner, and me, Jason Bangers, and today we're going to introduce...
Jason Bangers. See, he thinks he's the stud out of the two. Hey, it's me, Jason Bangers. I've got tattoos. I used to ride a motorcycle back in the day. I could have been Jason Statham, I just didn't want to be. So I'm Jason Bangers, and I got me a fedora, and we got the Marshall amp in the background. We got all these amplifiers. Look at the camera we're not using. It's great. Okay, here we go.
And today we're going to introduce you to the Poly 800.
Poly 800. Like I said that.
Well, it's Korg, so we're off Roland for a start. We've been on Roland for a while, haven't we? I think. Yeah, well, yeah, and we did a bit on the M3, didn't we?
This is like one of the shittiest synthesizers of all time. It has a charm to it, a trashiness, but it's known for being pretty awful.
Is that called the M3?
Yeah, that is.
I forget, Tubes, we do so many keyboards and things. So what we've got here is an intermediate kind of synthesizer, if you will. Not a very expensive one for a start, is it? They're not.
No, vintage, these ones.
Yeah. Just like shit roll, they're cheap. And you wipe your ass with them afterwards. I'll tell you what.
Shit roll. Is that a British slang for tissue paper, toilet paper? It's like shit roll, that cheap. You wipe your ass. And he was expecting a laugh track for that one.
We're gonna let's not bore you. Just give him a tune. Now let's talk about that, because I've never seen that on any synthesizer stroke keyboard ever.
It's Korg, isn't it? Korg.
They do that. Korg does that a lot. It's just their little joystick. So up, I think up is pitch. Like down is filter, and then left and right are pitch up and pitch down. It's pretty useful, I guess. It's Korg's like one of the lamest companies of all time. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you use, blah, 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 but I do have to say, Korg has some of the lamest keyboards and synths I've ever seen. I don't know what it is. I'm a hater for Korg. Like, okay, the one I really like is the Korg DW8000. That's a classic. Korg Poly 6 is great. This is fine. This one's fine. But then you get to like the Korg M1, which is one of the best-selling synth of all time, and it sounds so bad. I mean, really bad. And I like old sounds, but man, I hate how this thing sounds. The Seinfeld bass came from that thing. Let me show you. Korg M1. Where can I get a good picture, please? Here we go. This is the Korg M1. Very famous. Paul Simon did You Can Call Me Al. Dun, 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 dun. They got these little buttons. Like cheaply made is the thing with Korg. There's the famous Korg Triton. This was like a huge keyboard. Okay. Scrubs by TLC. Every 90s song pretty much was made on the Korg Triton. Here we go. Can we get a nice picture of it, please? Here we go. There we go. This is the Korg Triton. This is a 99, I think, 98. Every preset on this was used in R&B and pop in the late 90s, early 2000s, right? Didn't sound good then, doesn't sound good now. I don't understand the fascination. I briefly owned, I had a Korg DW, I sold it. And I briefly owned a Korg Chrome, which is kind of like this, but not as good. Yeah. It had a touchscreen and stuff, which was cool. Man, Google. Sorry. One sec. Come on. Okay, well, this is a Chrome EX. Pretty much the same thing. It had a touchscreen. It was whatever. But, the sounds were so cheesy. And this, menu system looked like it was straight out of 1991. It's horrible. So I don't know what it is with Korg. People love Korg. But I find their products are really cheaply made. They don't sound good. And they just sound like a dad wearing parachute pants trying to dance to MC Hammer. I don't know, man. Anyway, move on.
Keyboard ever.
It's Korg, isn't it? Korg, I sort of started with this 4-way joystick.
It's brilliant.
And so you can do your modulation by, pushing it up. Or you can open the filter by pulling it down.
Yeah.
And then you pitch bend up and down.
Problem is they're they break.
That, if I'm not mistaken, is the only keyboard I've seen with it. I'm sure something else must have it
No.
on, is it?
Some of the later cool keyboards.
Well, that's cool, but it's now time for...
Ladies and gentlemen. What is this?
Chumley's Stats.
Chumley's
As you said,
Stats.
it's vintage, so we just have a look at the notes here.
That means it's old.
Yeah, nearly as old as
I love his eyes. He's like, oh.
1983, this one came out.
Good grief.
And this was kind of Korg's answer to the Roland Juno series of synthesizers. So it's all analog. And then let's have a look. You've got 8 voices, and you've got 64.
It's not all analog.
64
Sorry.
memory patches, so you can store 64 different sounds. And then,
That's pretty damn cool, isn't it?
if you see here, these are all like the different parameters, what you can alter when you start programming it. So you can alter all your oscillators, your filters.
Yeah, it's not all analog. It's not to be a nerd, but it has what's called DCOs, digitally controlled oscillators. So that means that the pitch, while it is an analog oscillator, the pitch is controlled by software. So like the same with the Juno 106, Juno 60, Alpha Juno. Jupiter 8 is VCO, voltage controlled oscillator. It doesn't really matter that much, but for some of the older ones like the Jupiter 8, Prophet 5, shit like that, like they would go out of tune a little bit and you get this kind of organic thing. Oh, Benny Boy, welcome. He says, sorry, I was busy. What did I miss? Oh my God. You missed a bunch of really sad, depressing videos about schizophrenia and prader willi syndrome. So you're probably good. You don't have to go back and watch that. I'm having some troubles because my ear is really clogged up and I'm just in a bad mood. So we're just hanging out. No music today.
It's got a built-in chorus on it. It's got a MIDI as well, I'm not sure if the early Roland Junos did have MIDI. I don't think they did. So you've got MIDI built in as well.
The Juno 106 had MIDI. Actually, the first version of this did not have MIDI.
Coming back to the parameters, apparently there's, let's have a look here, 50 editable parameters.
That's pretty damn cool. What's the right button for? So is that for recording or for writing your own patches?
Yeah, writing your own patches.
Ah, cool.
And there's various switches on the back here where you have to disable the memory so you can actually write in there and then put it back to protect the memory so that you don't overwrite stuff.
And you can tune it as well, look.
What the fuck? This motherfucker farted.
Oh dear. Nothing like a bit of tuning.
That's got a great oscillator built in.
It has. A bit of a sub-oscillator.
All right, I'm taking my thumbs up, down. That's disgusting. Oh, can you imagine the fucking smell in that room? They're not exactly like the most nice smelling guys. Just by looking at them. You probably got some boob sweat there. Come on. And then this motherfucker just rips ass. No. John says classic Chumley. No. Chumley would never do that. This is Jason Bangers. I'll give you some bangers. Oh, that's so gross. Dude, that's fucked up. You're doing a podcast with someone, don't fucking fart. Come on. You don't deserve to wear that fedora in this hot-ass room. John says he could have pointed the blame. Well, all right, let's do it. He fucking leaned over. I hate this guy. Wait, let's do playback speed. 0.25. Wait.
To disable the memory.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. It sounded like. That sounded like the birth of Flubber. Remember that movie Flubber? That's not even like a funny fart. That's like a disgusting fart. Jay says they really decided to leave that in during editing. Jesus. And he thinks he's such a like, yeah, I'm one of the lads, mate. I'm one of the lads. I'm a real life riot. And everyone else is just like, Benny Boy says LMAO, that's nasty. I hope that doesn't become a recurring bit. John says they got the combo, fedora and receding long hair and man tits. Triple trouble. Oh my god. It's a wombo combo. Okay. That is I was willing to give him a thumbs up. Now unsubscribed. I'm gonna write unsubscribed for that disgusting fart. Shame on you. Jason Bangers. Comment. All right, let's move on. This is horrible.
Oh dear. Nothing like a bit of tuning.
That's got a great oscillator built in.
It has. A bit of a sub-oscillator, that one.
Absolutely. This chorus, man, which I've heard on TV, it's got a great sound. How do you activate it? Or is it on certain sounds?
It's on certain sounds, yeah, so you can switch it on and off on certain sounds.
Well, that's slightly annoying, because I would have liked that to have been global. But
yeah.
I guess, it's just one of those things, isn't it?
I think the only other thing to mention is it came in a desktop format, which it was called exactly the same. It's called the EX800.
Like a module, yeah?
Yeah, if you want to see.
Oh, the EX800. So they made a couple. They made the EX8000 and the EX800. Let me Korg. Okay. So this is the hold on. Sorry. So this is the Korg EX8000. Well, that's the worst picture ever. Okay, whatever. Which is like, it's got analog filters. It's really cool, blah, blah, blah. And they're talking about the EX800, which is... sorry. This is why I need someone to help me out with this piece of shit. So, one time I was looking for an EX8000, and I saw one listed, and it was like $300, and I'm like, holy shit! I clicked on it. It was for one of these. I was so mad because this is like, it's a really good synth. But the keyboard version takes up too much space, so the rack is ideal. This, jeez, I wouldn't wipe my ass with this, like old Jason said there. Anyway, let's go on. John says that burger looks so proud of his God, dude. It's like if you gotta force it like that, it's not funny. It's just gross.
One of those, we can show you one of those.
Because he's got one.
And then
Johnny's got one.
Yeah, many moons ago I got that when those things used to be cheap.
Yeah.
And then they do a reverse key version, so your white keys are black and your black keys are white. That's quite cool.
Yeah, I saw that on the tube, and I thought that looked quite smart. The ebony and ivory flip round the other way.
The ebony and ivory.
Well on this, I thought.
Definitely. And then after this one, they brought out a Mark II version. So I think it's pretty much basically the same.
Yeah.
The MIDI's been upgraded, and apparently instead of the chorus, you've got a delay.
Right.
And that's about it. And
let's have a look at this tune. Is this fine, is it?
It doesn't sound good. I guess if you have no reference, then it probably sounds fine, but...
It's something about a fine tuner where it kind of goes like between a semitone. It doesn't do a full octave or anything. It just gives you that, no matter where you land it, it just sounds creepier, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I mean,
it's
that one.
Just sorry, man. love it.
Here's a clue of who used to use them.
I just can't get enough.
It's some old British
It's about the only words
80s
I know.
band.
I just can't get enough.
Yeah, many moons ago, I remember playing that in the band.
Did we do that?
Yeah.
Did we?
Do we do that, mate?
Oh yeah, no, we do. We still do it. It was a
We
newer
do.
song, one of our newer songs. You know what it is, Tube? So it's been over 7 months since live music now. You see, so and we're going into lockdown again this coming Thursday.
Does he really have to say it like that? This coming Thursday. Is that real or is he putting this on? We're going to lockdown again this coming Thursday. Like, man, that is so British. That's so, like, street Brit.
You know what it is, Tube? So it's been over 7 months since live music now. You see, so and we're going into lockdown again this coming Thursday.
God, why is he... Look at Chumley when he's saying this. Like, he's so, like, just happy to be there.
The newer song, one of our newer songs. You know what it is, Tube? So it's been over 7 months since live music now, you see. So
what's that?
And we're going into lockdown again this coming Thursday. Holy crap.
Yeah, so we've got another month to...
It's more time for drinking, thinking, plinking and playing and making tube videos for you guys. So this really, now what are we going to look at second hand today to buy one of these, if we can even find one?
I think I had a quick look on eBay, and I think they were around the £200 mark. These had got a bit of a cult following, these Poly 800s.
I can see why.
And we can probably get you a picture. Some of them, that people have done mods here. See, there's a couple of mods you can do to add a few more extra features.
Yeah, well, I think it's brilliant.
And you've got a sequencer.
Ah, yes.
This might work with this sound.
It just sounds like cheap. I'm sorry. It just sounds really cheap. Like the whole thing with analog, I gotta get an analog synth, is because, you know, there's a certain quality to them. They sound interesting and organic, whatever. And this just sounds like fucking shitty. I don't know. It just doesn't sound good to me.
Yep.
And the other problem is there's no hands-on controls. Like the Juno 60, the Juno 106, they have the sliders, you know? This just has a wheel, I guess. You choose the parameter and you move the wheel. Like, oh, fuck that.
It's a nice compact little synthesizer, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, they're at the time it was very revolutionary because it was compact, analog, had MIDI.
Fax says, was popping in to wish Kiko's ears well, and the first thing I hear is analog. 10 out of 10 stream. It's the first time I said it all stream. Thanks, man. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna go to Walgreens, get some stuff to put in my ears.
And it was the sort of rival to the Junos.
So there's preset sounds, I take it then, Si. How'd you load them in, or sounds loaded?
Well, it's a very advanced technology, sound loading.
It's a bit like that. I feel a bit of sarcasm in Simon's voice there. So I'll have a little drink.
Well, no, it could be. In the good old days, you had to use a tape recorder.
Oh, yeah, it's like loading up my BBC, my Commodore or whatever with my games, put a tape in, like exabyte.
Exactly the same, yeah.
British boomers. Oh, tape machine. Oh, I love my tape machine. I'll load up my Commodore 64. God, these guys are so they're so antiquated. What's an MP3? I don't know what that is. You know what it is? I'm Chumley Warner. I never heard of it myself. iTunes? More like snooze tunes. Oh. All right, let's get back to it.
All right.
So that's what you had to do. It's got like a little interface here for your in and out on your tape.
I ain't got time for the in and out messages.
No. So if you haven't got time for that, what you do nowadays is just a line into your audio interface on your PC or Mac and just record it on an audio track. And then when you want to load your sounds back in, do the opposite.
Wait. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get really obnoxious here. I'm losing. Oh no, my voice is doubled. Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's been doubled this whole time. I'm sorry. I'm losing. Oh no. I was in weird mode. Let's listen now. It's been doubled this whole time. I'm sorry. I gotta remember that. It's been doubled for like over an hour. Fuck. Okay. Wait, let's do something real quick. Wait. 1 sec. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm just gonna choose something here. Give me a second. Okay. Oh, really? Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Is it on? It is. Okay. Cool.
You're in and out on your tape.
I ain't got time for the in and out messages.
No. So if you haven't got time for that, what you do nowadays is just line into your audio interface on your PC or Mac and just record it on an audio track. And then when you want to load your sounds back in, do the opposite.
Oh, cool, man. Well, that's.
I want to hear it now.
Record it on an audio track, and then when you want to load your sounds back in, do the opposite.
So stupid. Was it really worth all that time for me to set that up? Wait, I gotta get the reverb. Jesus Christ. All right, let's continue.
I think that.
Oh, Jay says, you laugh like the dog from Wacky Races. Benny Boy says, was popping to wish... Oh, sorry. No, he didn't say that. He says, Jesus, you freaked me out. I had my phone down and I heard you screaming and I was like, oh God, what's happening? Sorry, guys.
That would make a good video. Nobody does that anymore, do they? Well, I'll tell you what. Apart from loading out, so that's it then. That's how you do that with that tape. Why don't you just play the guys some sounds, man?
Yeah, my favourite one's this one. And then this sound is, because this came from America originally, the guy in the shop played Jump on it. I'm not going to play you Jump because I don't know how it goes, but this is the sound.
Chumleywarner.com. All right, you already played that. Come on. You know, it doesn't help that the synth sounds bad and then they're playing really badly.
And there's just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
One other thing.
Because there's always one more thing.
There's always one more thing.
Something you need to know.
Benny Boy says that synth is horrible. Yeah.
Oh, if you're going to buy one of these, it has got an internal battery.
Yeah.
So it actually got most of them have got a soldered in 2032 like coin cell battery.
Oh my!
It looks. I've got to say, to look at it at first, you'd think it was in the system being charged, but it's not, is it?
No, apparently not. No.
No, it's just a passive battery, if you know what I mean. It's not having power put into it. There's no voltage going in to charge it up.
No, it's literally just a little button battery which it runs one of the memory in one of the chips which keeps all your settings. So if you get a Poly 800 and you press the keys and get nothing, it's more than likely your battery's flat and you've lost all your patches.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're buying one, that might be a question to ask.
I don't recommend this keyboard at all in any shape or form. I don't think you'll be doing yourself a favor. Your music, you'll really just, I mean, look, if for fun, if you want to fuck around and get it, that's great, but it's not going to give you that sound that you want. It's only going to frustrate you. I really did unsubscribe. That's right, I'll subscribe again. I thought about it. And I resubscribed. That's not how you spell subscribe. I can't spell. Don't let it happen again. There we go. But yeah, it's nothing to write home about. All right, guys. Well, I would say that I think I should probably call it here. I want to go to Walgreens and get some ear stuff to put in my ear and you know, and make it sound better. I'm gonna try out a new ending theme here. Let me know what you guys think. This is something I made on my own. It's kind of sad, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. Yeah, it's your boy. Hope we had a good time today. Yeah. Thanks for joining me today, baby girl. Pray for me. Pray that my ear is not fucked so I can stream on Friday normally. It's your boy. Wait. Pray for me. Pray for me. Yeah. Baby boy is a nice man. Yeah. Jane Plays is a vegan. Yeah. Charlie's a gay man. Yeah. It's the end of the show now. What do you think of this? Anything? See you, bitch.